Hey everyone, we're here with a special post-game edition of the Silver Bulletin. I have Colin Haas-Hill, our Lantern sports editor, and Edward Sutland, our Lantern assistant sports editor. And Colin, I just want to get your initial impressions of the game.
All right, so I think I'm the only one out of us that picked Oklahoma to win, but I really didn't anticipate it being this dominant.
Yeah.
What it really came down to me was the offense was abysmal. The offense couldn't get anything going, and they all referred to it in the post-game press conference. I mean, Urban said that they haven't been able to get in a roll, and he referred to the fact that in the past, like when this offense gets in a roll, you really see it. You really see it going.
Yeah.
And I don't remember the last time they got on a roll, and that has led to the fact that now there's people all over that are like, should JT be the quarterback?
Yeah.
Well, we had a brief written up prior to the game that said that JT Barrett will break the Big Ten record for most touchdowns responsible for.
And that didn't happen.
That didn't happen. They didn't. Yeah, not at all.
No.
And it's pretty astounding that the fact that we're having this conversation about whether he should be replaced when he's going to break that at some point, probably next game against Army.
Exactly. Well, I mean, they only scored one tonight, so I don't want to say probably.
Yeah.
Ed, what were your thoughts?
Yeah, I mean, I thought that the young secondary that they had looked exactly that. I think it looked pretty young and inexperienced. After the first game against Indiana, when they gave up over 400 passing yards, I think a lot of people were willing to give them a pass and say, all right, well, that's Indiana. Richard Legow is one of the best passing quarterbacks in the conference, and I think that a lot of people were, basically willing to say first game for a lot of new starters. Second game out, they looked just as inexperienced. They allowed their receivers to get open frequently. If you gave Mayfield even like 5 seconds to run around, he'd find an open guy.
Yeah.
And against a more competitive team, I mean, obviously Oklahoma's one of the best teams out there. You figure Ohio State has a couple more games out there like this, like Penn State and against Michigan. Those teams are going to put up a fight, and they have some quality receivers out there who could pose similar threats to what Oklahoma did today. And I think that if this young secondary continues to look young and inexperienced like they did tonight, it's going to continue to be a problem, and 400 passing yard games by the opponents are going to be a more routine thing for Ohio State.
Now,
I have one more thing on that, because after the Indiana game, I just felt like I heard a lot of spin zones. Like there were all these things where the Indiana game, oh, well, the offense ran new crossing routes, and that's going to be the future of the offense. Well, that didn't seem to happen this game. Then we heard about the inexperienced secondary. Oh, that was just their testing game. And then in the future, like they're gonna really improve based on this experience. That just didn't happen.
It feels like we've had to have this conversation after a lot of Ohio State football games, where it seems like people are talking about the offense just needs to get it going, and they haven't.
No.
What actually needs to change? When can we actually see change?
I have no idea. I'm gonna be honest. Like this has been a thing for as long as. Listen, there's been a couple constants, and that's JT Barrett. Nothing's going to change there.
Yeah.
JT Barrett's not going anywhere. There's been Urban Meyer. He's the head coach. Urban Meyer's not going anywhere. Kevin Wilson and Ryan Day were supposed to come in and change things. That just hasn't happened. We haven't seen any real changes from this game to the Clemson game that they scored 0 points in. They need something different. They need to do something different. They need to find something that works. And right now, they have something different in J.K. Dobbins, but right now they have no Mike Weber. Mike Weber had 3 carries. They got to find someone. They got to find someone.
He didn't look fully healthy.
And he said after the game that he wasn't fully healthy. Going forward, they need him to be fully healthy. They need to find some wide receiver. They need to find someone.
Now, looking forward for the rest of the season, in 2014, Ohio State did lose a Week 2 game on the road against Virginia Tech, and obviously we know what they rebounded to come and do. Is that something that you could see happening this year, or what does this loss to Oklahoma mean for the rest of the season?
It's hard to imagine, but like you said, it's happened before. It's just they've been at this pace for so long. JT Barrett's now a 5th year. What is he really going to change? None of the receivers have really shown anything that makes me think they're going to do something really special and break out. Something needs to change that doesn't seem likely to change, and that's the thing where it's like, oh, I don't know that anything will.
Well, we hope you guys enjoyed this special Silver Bulletin after the game. Be sure to check back throughout the week for more coverage of Ohio State football.